works, all right?
I might have to cut that. Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic, a show where toy photographers talk to toy photographers about toy photography. I'm Zach. You may know me as Sequential Plastic. To my left is Jay. You may know him as TMNT 1987. To my diagonal down left, Sully, also known as Not a Bird, Not a Plane Photography, and the fourth member of Behind the Plastic joining us tonight. Directly below me, Ben, a.k.a. Crooked Ninja Turtle. How you all doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Awesome.
We're back.
We are. Kind
Pretty
of.
amazing. Well, I'd say yes. We're back. I'm in a new spot here. What do you think?
Beautiful new spot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As you can see, the clock is saying 0 because we're doing things a little bit differently tonight, boys. It's the year-end wrap. So we're going to start the clock and tell you how it's going to go. We're not doing 12 minutes tonight. We're just hanging out. We're having fun. And the clock will tell us how long we went at the end of it. We had quite a year. What do you think?
Yes, we did.
Incredible.
54 awesome guests. Ben was one of them.
No, stop.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you, what does Ben do for us since he's the fourth member?
He's the all-seeing eye of Sauron. He looks over us.
I just watch and I click like on the videos. And
Oh, thank you for that. Well, Ben does the intros, all the graphics, all the the hot seat graphic and the numbers game graphic, all that stuff. He does all the technical wizardry. He doesn't edit the episodes, but if he had time,
I cannot tell you how cool it is because in my circle of friends, when we do things like this, I'm the only one that knows how to do this stuff. So I cannot tell you how appreciative I am that Sully edits the episodes because it's
and Zach does now too.
Oh,
Zach
no
does
kidding.
too.
Very cool.
We
started taking
nowadays.
turns. Yep.
It was a lot of work for Sully.
I'm like the uncle. I just show up and get to have fun, and then you guys do all the work, which is really great. So.
Man, then I must be the homeless uncle because I don't do that shit.
You're the uncle that's sleeping on our couch.
Yeah.
You get some guests.
Right. Yeah, Jay, you do a lot for us. And Jay, I mean, come on, you do a heck of a lot for us because I mean, just your presence alone attracts people to Behind the Plastic. You know,
Hey,
Jay, how does it feel surpassing Sully in number of Instagram followers? Sorry.
I'm not wearing my sunglasses indoors, but I really should be.
You really should be, yeah.
All of these leaves went past me really fast when Jay passed me in my like count because now he's like 45 ahead of me. I'm like, there you go. Bye, Jay.
Light speed. I don't know something's going on. Who are you paying for this to happen?
So funny you should say, because you have people who have like thousands and thousands of followers, and it's like 20 likes. I'm like,
Yeah.
But I also did hear that Instagram does weird things with their account. They might block them or erase their accounts or follow you if they. Because I saw someone complaining about it. They're like, "These I didn't pay. I didn't pay for those. Those were real." I was like, okay, I see rants and stuff. Honestly, I can't even explain it, Brett. Actually, maybe I can. So it's the very common name, TMNT 1987. So if anyone searches TMNT,
that's a good point.
It'll probably show up. And
but I think it's more than that. I think it's just the quality of your pictures. Well, not only that, the quality of your pictures. You're such a good dude. Everybody loves you. You're just and your pictures are always, except for Ben. He doesn't really like you at all.
I actually love Ben twice the amount, so it makes up for him hating me.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
Math works.
Yeah. Well, okay. So tonight we are going to have a little special treat. We're going to take a look at our favorite shots of each other's. I picked one of my favorite shots for all of you. You picked one of favorites. Everybody's picked favorites for everybody else. So should we dive in? Because I have a feeling we're going to be talking about them for a while.
Yeah.
We're going to start with Ben.
Oh,
we can just skip Ben. That'll save us 2 minutes.
Hey, Zach, before we start, Zach, did we cross any of them? Did anyone pick the same ones? But I know
We
were
did
that
not
good.
cross streams.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I
Not until
know.
we get to the figures, then we cross the hell out of the streams.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
At
one
least Zach and I
definite
did.
winner. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go with my favorite shot of Ben's right now.
Oh,
Aw.
okay.
I love this shot. It's there's something about it, man, that just like the first time I saw it, I fell in love. It's so cinematic. It's yes, it's simple. There's nothing wrong with simple when it's done this well.
No, definitely not. It looks like a helicopter shot.
Yeah. Police lights. He's caught in the action.
Surrounding him. Yep.
Imagine there's just a pile of a ring of dead foot soldiers around him, and this helicopter just came in, and he's just like, "Uh-oh, got to get out of here." Headed down that sewer.
I gotta say, this one was something that it was just a quickie. Like I was like, I'm just gonna take a shot real quick, and it didn't really hit me because this one actually got a lot of likes for me. I was like, oh wow, this is, and typically it's like those numbers are reserved for like collabs or whatever, where I'm getting other people's followers, also liking. But this one's a solo, and it got a lot of likes, and it didn't hit me. I have like my background on my computer rotate through different shots, just randomly, and it popped up on a big screen, a 4K monitor the other day, a couple weeks ago maybe, and I saw it, and I was like, that's a really good shot. Like I've never seen it quite that big and then that crisp, because I'm looking at it on my phone. And that's I typically don't look at my own stuff and be like, that's really good. This one actually kind of surprised me when I saw it in that resolution.
I love hearing that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was actually like, it was when I see people all the time. It's like, post a photo that makes you say, I did that. This would be that one for me. Like and it was so simple. It's just 3 lights and he's looking up, like
how'd you decide to go with the red and blue, and were you going for that police light look?
Yeah, it's when Sully said helicopter, that's exactly what I was going for. This is like, because you see the red and the blue coming from behind him, so there's obviously cop cars starting to surround, and then you got that kind of white light looking down on him. That's the spotlight from the helicopter, and like his bandana's kind of blowing
in the wind.
Yep.
So that's exactly what I thought was like. He's looking up, and the caption was like strike hard and fade away, but like question mark, because how's he going to fade away? The sewer's right there, but he's all lit up and so they're going to know where he goes.
Were you seen?
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing to have that much story in a shot like this, with just like there's very basic components, the fig, how he's looking, the sewer, so you kind of like start to form the story. The lights tell a huge story, and yeah, the perspective. It's masterful, dude. I love this shot.
Well, one other quick question, Ben, is oh my god, did I forget the question? I think I kind of did, so I'm going to ask you my second question. That manhole cover, is there an actual like hole in that diorama, or is that just kind of sitting on top? Because
that is the only diorama piece I've ever made myself. I made asphalt, like a paved street, and I cut a hole to the sewer lid from the Ninja Turtles 1990 accessory pack. I used that and I cut it. So that's, if you see any manhole covers shots that I've done, it's using that piece, because I'm like a one-trick pony. I'm like, look, I made something, so I'm gonna use it every shot.
Nothing wrong with that. And man, it's hard, like you got to reuse dios, or else you have to, have a dio for every shot.
And this is pretty versatile, because it's like, it can be a parking lot, it can be a street, it can be, it can be a lot of different things, and it's a really long piece. So I've got a lot of,
nice.
I've got a lot of space, so I don't even have to use the manhole cover if I don't want. But yeah, it's definitely a removable actual hole. So
very, very nice. Cool. Okay, well, we're gonna move on to the next one.
I feel like that's a pretty good wrap it up.
That's
Get
no
into the
way.
air,
Everybody.
get into the air, good.
Okay, now we're gonna go to Sully's favorite of Ben's, which is a familiar shot.
Yes.
The second time we're talking about this shot on this show.
Did we do this last time?
Yeah, we picked this shot. I
Yeah.
think you picked this one for him. No, I think Jay picked this.
Jay
shot last
picked
time.
it. Yeah.
So if
Well, it's
Jay
awesome.
picked that time and Sully picked it as a favorite, you know this is a good shot.
Well, cool. And like I say, I broke Vapor on this shot. This is the one I broke his arm.
The infamous.
I
Oh
had
yeah,
him
I
less-
remember that now.
Had it less than 24 hours, and I break him doing this
Oh.
shot. So
That was
he's
worth
back
it.
now, and he's better.
So the one thing
Good.
that I
Good.
actually remember around this time was Ben. So Ben got Vapor, right? And he was just so freaking obsessed with him. He's like, I'm posting it, but no one really likes it, but I don't really care because he's so beautiful. Maybe I'll just put him with the turtles. Like, I just remember you being so freaking obsessed. And
I still am. I love that figure.
I still am.
I have a feeling, Jay, if you got either Vapor or Jackie, you'd be the same way. You'd just be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this! Oh my god, I can't believe this!"
well,
Cricket,
You know how you
I
get
want to
about
do a
figs.
collab with you.
Yeah, I'll do a collab.
I'll do a collab with you. We'll use this figure and we'll do a collab together.
Oh, I love it.
Vapor
Done.
collab coming, and that's how collabs
yeah.
are born, ladies and gentlemen.
Just happens.
Ben, quick question: the
Yes, sir.
TV, is that a cutout? Is that cardboard, or is that?
It is not. It is before there was a NECA accessory set. It's a 3D set that I bought from somebody. I'm forgetting who. But
This is what we heard. We heard
Yeah.
bing, bang, bong, bing, bang, bong.
oh,
Try it again. One more time.
Try it again.
can you hear me now?
Take two.
Yes.
No, that was before there was a NECA accessory set. That was somebody had 3D printed it, and I bought that. And it just has the image of Toon April on it.
Awesome.
But yeah, I always loved their TV. I don't know why. I thought it was such a cool piece. So I couldn't wait for NECA to very poorly distribute their tiny television.
I didn't say it.
I know. I was looking at you the whole time, bro.
I went, nope. Let's say a word.
And finally, Ben, Jay's favorite shot of yours. Do you have any idea what it might be?
I think I know what he thinks it's gonna be.
I might have an idea, but
Yes.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and think that he picked something else. But
No. Guess what it is.
Take a guess.
It's the Super Shredder hand bursting through the.
Boom.
I almost picked that
Nailed
picture.
it.
I almost picked that picture.
It is a good one. I know this is a fantastic shot. Oh, the detail that you were able to capture here. Oh,
Well, and again, super quick because, I mean, you know, the crazy part is like the shot Sully picked is probably like the only like big setup shot of the three. This is just Shredder's arm up over his head and the turtle standing back there. You know, like it was super quick.
it's so
and,
well done.
So good, man.
and it's macro. That's why
Right.
you get such detail on the hands and everything.
Mm.
Because it's the arm, his Shredder's arm is this far away from the lens.
Oh yeah.
So, but that one,
Crazy.
Jay could not wait, and he was so disappointed when I posted this one because it didn't immediately get like 1,000 likes. he was like, I don't understand. I'm like, I have like 4 followers. I can't. This was pretty early on, so I was like, it's.
I was annoying people to like nominate this for like the TPC top 10. I was like, can you guys nominate this? Look at how awesome his stuff is. He's the best. Can you
He
please?
sent it to me. That's for sure. Sully probably sent it to you too.
I
He's like,
was
dude, look
bugging
at what
the shit out
this
of
guy is
people.
doing.
Yeah.
Ben, you're a superstar.
Well, I appreciate it, and like I say, man, I didn't know how much I needed people to tell me how great I was.
What a good day.
Yeah,
I'll start texting you every day at 5
Yeah.
for your podcast.
And that's enough.
You know what?
because my head is just.
This is 2 consecutive days of you feeling good because Ben turned how old yesterday?
Yesterday was my birthday. I do not make it a habit of telling people about it, but my wife is very good about posting on Facebook, and I just so happen to be Facebook friends with Jay, so he starts sounding the alarm last night when he found out it was my birthday.
Literally.
Yeah.
Sully, sing him the birthday song.
Do it.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. That's it.
Oh, hey, yep, you're right.
It's not very long.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. I
Happy
appreciate
birthday.
that. I appreciate it.
We are going to take a look at our favorite
Oh, we're
photos of
at 14
Jay's
minutes.
now.
I think we're supposed to stop.
Can you believe it? Already
We're
14
2 minutes
Can you
over.
imagine? Apparently, we know how to talk. It's a 12-minute
Yeah, we
thing.
do.
You know, we might have to rethink the whole
What the hell is
format of
4
our
minutes?
show.
Damn.
Okay, now Jay, here is Ben's favorite shot of yours. Oh,
Can I
Jay, do you
guess?
want to take a guess?
Yeah, you should
I
take a
have
guess.
No idea. No idea.
None.
I send him photos all the time. Like, Ben, what do you think of this? I'm like, what? You're not going to tell me you love it with all your heart and soul?
He gets mad if I don't describe every detail of it back to him. It's like,
I'm like,
good
what the
photo.
hell?
And he's like, I
The
need
placement of that
constant
foot is
validation.
so.
Well, it's your turn to give it to him right now.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I
Great
love
lighting.
the lighting on that photo.
Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the one that you were inspired by Sergeant Bananas, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep. And for good reason, I can see the Sergeant Bananas lighting on this masterpiece. It really is beautiful, dude.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Okay, I feel weird. It's you guys are telling me
is.
this song.
It is kind of weird this because when he said I'm going first, and then he start, I'm like, do I say anything or do I?
Yeah,
But
gush on it.
I will tell you, this for me is kind of the beginning of your change in style. And I please take no offense to this, but your photos always had a lot going on, and they're kind of like, I mean, they were always funny. The ideas were really good, but the way they were lit and everything, it's kind of like a comedy. You know, a comedy is kind of flatly lit, and so you can see everything. It's not very quote cinematic looking, but it's great. You know, it's because it's funny. It doesn't matter necessarily how it's lit. This is when you started kind of shifting from that quote comedy style to a more cinematic style. And I know you mentioned looking back at your stuff and you're like, things are changing. I think these are better. I think they're both sides of the coin are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But this for me was when I was like, okay, Jace, things are changing, and not necessarily for the better because I like both. But this right here, I was like, man, that lighting is so good and so soft, and just all the photography words.
His
there.
range expanded.
Oh my God, composition.
Yes.
Composition. Oh my man.
Not to Casey and Simon. Composition pretty. Okay, so you know what? I will tell you what changed. So there's a reason that my shots of, because I remember Sully used to say something very similar, and this was like right after this. He's like, oh, you're going dark or something like that. He's like, I really like this dark mood you're in. Or like I took like some Jason pictures. So here's a secret. It was a new freaking diorama. The diorama that I have, right? So 3/4 of it are blocked. So it's very challenging to light something like from one direction, right? You can't do side, but then once I got this, I could take the sides off, and now I can do all that light crap everyone else keeps talking about, right? I can put it here, I can go behind, I can, and that's really, so I was always kind of like wondering, why can't I unlock this? Like, why can't I have that thing where I'm like, oh yeah, this is really good. Like from my eyes, like, I'm like, yeah, this is fun. And like you said, it was like, I was just having fun in the setting up of the scene. It's like, here's one with a freaking booby trap. Here's one with like someone's hiding or jumping off a high thing. Right. But once I got this, I'm like, oh wait, if I put the light over here, and then over here, I'm playing with where I'm placing the light now. Hence why it looks that way.
It's killer, dude.
Thank you, bro.
It is killer. And like Ben said, the two sides of the coin, both equally awesome. I love your old stuff. I love your new stuff. But it's been really fun to watch you not only progress but just evolve, and try different stuff. And I think that this is a great example of your range.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what I was saying. His range is just
Yeah, I think you did just say that.
He's not a comedian anymore, but he can also do drama as well.
Yeah.
He's like Robin Williams.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's
Amazing
another
job,
great
dude.
song.
All right.
To the way to the Oprah's or hey, you little stupid's a brand new star. Oh, come be the first on your block to meet his eye. Anyway.
Very good.
And now we're gonna look at my favorite of yours, Jay.
We're taking it back.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. I
Speaking of cartoony.
Yeah, but there's so much going on here. There's a great backstory to this. Jay, quickly tell that backstory.
So I met so she's an artist, I believe, on the Saturday morning cartoon now, Sarah Maya. Hi, Sarah. You'll never probably watch this ever, but so I met her at C2E2, my first Comic-Con this year, and she signed like a rejected IDW like alternate cover for a thing. And then I'm like, oh wait, I think I can recreate this in like toy photography form, and did it.
And
sent it to her. She absolutely loved it. And that's it. I was really proud of her for a while.
You
awesome.
really nailed it, though. Like, I mean, you did such a spectacular job, and I was so impressed with how down to the T you nailed it. But also, just like, not only that, but just this is kind of like an in-between shot of your like cartoony stuff and your, kind of darker stuff, because it's not like super cartoony and comedy. Like it's really well lit, it's really well composed. Maybe the composition comes from her, sure, but it's really well done. It just makes me smile every time I see it. And I go back and look at this one often. I'm like, man, it's just so good.
So the other
like this.
Yeah, I do.
So the other thing like I did here was I mixed the different turtles, right?
Yeah.
Because in her thing, she had like the old Playmates one, because like how Donnie's like the brown one, and how they have like different. So this is like the closest I could come to mimic that. But then, so this is when I found out. This is when I figured out. I'm like, man, I need to put lighting on sides, like right around this time. So this part of my diorama is in the middle, right? So there's lighting on both sides and on the front, because there's like a little entrance in the kitchen, and then over there in like Donnie's lab or whatever. So I have lighting from the sides and then straight on. I'm like, why does this one look so much better than if I shoot in either room? I'm like, oh crap, it's because I have lights coming from. So this is like stuff started to slowly click. Just kind of looking back at it now.
Yeah, I think this was a turning point shot for you here. I think you've had quite a few of those.
He's always leveling up.
He is. He really is. Okay.
Like, no, your reaction is, oh crap! These guys are starting to rub off on me. Like when you realize that you're like, oh man, all these photography words they're using. I think I know what they're talking about now.
I still don't know, bro.
You fake it really well. And this, my friend, is Sully's favorite shot of yours.
How did this guy pick?
A fun one.
Yeah.
Super
I freaking
fun.
love this one.
I know, it's so good, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jay, I didn't even realize you already have trash bags. I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, it's fine. Trash bags. I'll take more trash.
Okay.
I'll take more trash. So here's a perfect example of the lighting thing. You see how there's a wall? So this is one of the end pieces, right? So the only thing that I can light this with is straight, and to the side. And I think it was like afternoon or something. It was just like a nice sunlight. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Picture. I just had like too much fun with like the setup. And the whole premise of this one was like, they're hungry. They want cereal. Instead of asking an adult, they're like, no, let's just climb the damn fridge and get some cereal and we'll figure it out. It was just like one of those playful.
It's a very fun one.
It really is. Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
It's kind of like part 2 from your Mikey retrieving the pizza shot.
That was my second choice. I almost got that when he was, climbing up on the electronic whatever.
Yeah, what is he climbing up on there?
That was like a Donatello machine in his. Yeah, but all of those shots, again, I just let the natural light happen, and I really just focused. So everyone always keeps saying stuff about like storytelling, like you say a lot of stuff in like your pictures. You never just have like a dude standing or something,
Right.
And I think it just came from the fact that I just didn't even focus on lighting at all, right? Because I'm just like, what's happening here?
Right.
Because this photo works because of something is happening versus like oh the oven over there is exploding, oh there's mice tearing up the trash, I can't do any of that, right? So it's having fun with the storytelling aspect of it.
So good, dude. So good.
Yes.
Thank
An
you, guys.
amazing shot.
I
Jay,
think that is one of probably the most number one thing that I admire about you is your playfulness or how you set up a shot and tell a story, because you're just playing and I can see the fun that you're having through your photos. I'm like, genius right there.
yeah.
I don't ever imagine you cursing every few seconds like me when I'm setting up a shop and things aren't working. You just seem to be having a great time, and I'm getting mad because they keep falling over.
I'll say
the delay the right
that's
way.
why I usually only shoot one figure at a time, because I did that one Superman where I had like 50 Supermans and like dominoes, they all fell over. I'm like,
yeah, I know, exactly. And then I'm like, I shouldn't be mad right now. This is a fun thing I'm doing. Why am I getting mad?
It's a fun
It
thing.
happens though, man.
Shout out to our buddy Marky, who just did a little dominoes.
that video. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, I feel your pain, but I'm laughing so hard.
How
Like,
how many characters did he say were like in that photo, and everything came tumbling down?
I don't know.
It was like 30
too
years.
many.
We love you, Marky.
Love you, Marky.
Love him to death.
Okay, we're gonna keep this train rolling, boys. We're gonna take a look at our favorite shots of Sully's.
Oh, genius!
Right. This was hard to pick.
It was incredibly hard. And here's so Ben, how did you pick? Did you actually like go through the process of like, this is great composition?
Jay just went like this. That one.
I literally went to my first favorite photo of yours. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck?
All right, so I'm gonna guess that he picked the hippopotamus.
And you are correct.
Damn it. So obvious. But you know
This
what?
is your favorite.
This was the first one you fell in love with?
You know what? I actually am not mad. The fact that Ben knows, the fact that Ben knew what picture I was going to pick, and the fact that Sully knew, that just tells me that I did a phenomenal job at expressing my love for those photos throughout the entire year.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Very good
You know
point.
what always strikes me about this one is that it doesn't even look like a toy photo. It looks like an oil painting.
Bro, incredible.
Incredible.
So
Thank you.
when my family was just kind of like, "What the hell are you doing outside in the yard? And what are you doing with these figures and all that?" And I said, "Let me show you how good this can be." This was the example.
This is
Oh.
the
Yep. So,
Well, thank you.
Sully, I've seen some like great toy photos from, obviously you guys and all the people that we've met. Some of the stuff that the stuff that you did here, obviously it's incredible. I don't know how the hell you make, silly figures look that, but just everything that you do, man, every freaking thing that you do, I'm always like, what the, and I would say it every morning, like, what the fuck? This does not make any sense. But this is the one that I use as an example. I'm like, hey guys, sure, I take pictures of little toys and stuff, but look at how good I can get. I'm not this good, but they're like, oh wow, that's so cute. Does he work for somebody famous? But super
Not
famous,
yet, but he will.
super famous Sully.
We'll see. That would be awesome. Wouldn't that be a good job?
That would be awesome. Yeah.
That would be an awesome job.
Yeah, Sully, I remember when you did this specifically for the TPC nomination, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
I won the drawing or whatever.
Right,
so-
you won the drawing. And I remember, why don't you tell everybody why you went with this? Because I remember specifically when you told me about this and why you shot this particular fig.
I don't know if I remember. I know that I shot it because I just wanted to show somebody who is larger than life having fun, not caring what other people thought. You know, she's gonna eat this food and she's a diva and she's like, I don't care. I'm beautiful. This is me.
Yeah,
So awesome, man.
exactly.
So awesome. Talk about storytelling for this one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, imagine what's coming over the phonograph there.
Yeah.
It's got to be some Beyonce or something.
You are beautiful.
No matter what is that.
Sully, amazing job as usual.
Incredible, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I was actually listening to the Greatest Showman where they're singing "This Is Me."
Oh,
That
Oh,
song, "This Is Me." So
You know what? That's actually a question for you guys. Do you guys listen to music when you
all the time.
yeah?
Yes, all the
Sometimes.
time.
Ben? No?
nope, nothing.
You just sit in silence while you edit your video or your
As a
photos.
matter of fact, and I'm always poking the ceiling with a broom to tell my kids, "Shut up! My daddy's playing.
I can actually see that happening.
Stop having fun."
I will say this: I don't actually hear what the music is though. Like I'll put music on, and I can put
Yeah.
the same song on repeat, and I will not hear it for 2 hours until I'm done. I'm like, oh, I'm still somehow accidentally hit the repeat button. I've been listening to the same song for 2 hours.
Get in the zone. Okay, this is Ben's favorite shot of
Oh, man.
Sully's. Here we go. I love it.
Oh, look
Ah.
at that freaking thing, man.
I had to get Jackie in there because
Speaking of Jackie,
I know how
yes.
much you love Jackie, and
Jackie's
this is just
awesome.
a fantastic shot. I
Thank
love
you.
his expression and the total blissful
Well, if you
ignorance
saw a
of
giant ass
lobster.
crab, wouldn't you be like, "Oh my god," or lobster? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wearing clothes nonetheless. Like,
Right?
what's going on here? What kind of drugs did I take?
Sully,
I
is the
just love
sand
this.
photoshopped?
Go to what?
Is the sand photoshopped?
Behind Jackie is photoshopped. The sand in front is not photoshopped.
Oh man, so good, bro.
Yeah,
So that's that kinetic sand that kind of just
Mhm.
stays.
that stuff's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I just blended the foreground and background together.
So, what do you imagine this lobster is doing? Like, what is this lobster story?
I think that Jackie washed upon the shore and he's coming to say hi. Either that or Jackie drank all the rum and that's why he's seeing lobster. That's why the rum is gone. It's really just a little tiny lobster on the ground and he's like, imagine the rum's gone bad.
Okay. This sparks my mind going to the Solomon Kane figure that you got. You could put Jackie in that, and like he could graduate from being a little, buccaneer washed up on shore to like a full-fledged pirate.
Definitely. Definitely.
So Sully, you know how you mentioned you're seeing growth in my shots? I don't see any fucking growth in your amazing shots.
I'm stagnant.
They're all
I'm
amazing.
stagnant. I'm stuck in the past.
They're all
That's why you passed me and like or
They're all,
followers.
they're all freaking amazing. You can't. This just proves you can't get better. That's the problem. It's just like, oh, all my shit's amazing.
He's as good as he's gonna get, huh?
Yeah.
I might as well pack it up now. It's
Yet
not getting any
every
better.
shot you post blows us
Yeah.
away.
Yes.
Exactly.
Every freaking shot.
Thank you.
Ugh.
you.
It's
Appreciate
kind of maddening, actually, to be quite honest.
If I know he's going to be part of a collab that I'm in, I'm like, well, do I have to put a lot of effort into this one?
You know what?
Gotta bring my A game.
Yep.
So the story about Sully, right? The story about Sully. So remembers. So I don't think Ben was a part of this conversation, but it was Zach, Sully, and I. We were texting, and I think this was like fairly early on. I don't even know if we got like behind the plastic off the ground yet. And I was just like, "You mother! Why the hell is everything you do so good?" I'm like, "I bet you could put two freaking sticks together and make a photo." He goes, "One moment." And this guy pulls some freaking mess, and I'm like, this guy's just shitting on my life. I'm over here bending over, thinking of like things. And this guy made a stupid stick figure look like a real person, like running away from his dog. And that was like the most incredible shit that I've ever seen. So once again,
that was fun.
proves Sully that You just cannot get any better.
Well, thank you.
He can do anything. He's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
appreciate
in
it.
Apollo 11, they're trying to save the astronauts, and they're like, and they throw all the crap like on the table. They're like, these are all the things that are on the shuttle. We need to make a carbon dioxide, blah blah blah, filter by using only these things. That was freaking Sully, the astronaut, just making a masterpiece.
Hold on. I'll do
Jay,
it.
Jay, you got to think of another challenge for him.
Yeah.
Sure. Coffee
Okay.
beans.
No, like right now.
Coffee beans.
Coffee beans. Okay. You heard it, Sully. Coffee beans.
Something with coffee beans. All right.
Okay. All right, Sully, this is my favorite shot of yours. I don't think it'll come as a surprise because I actually have this
Oh yeah.
framed on my wall.
He actually got this from me.
I did, and I love it. It just makes me so happy. It's just a beautiful picture that like brings me so much joy.
That is awesome. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it's
Whenever somebody texts or writes me and said your picture makes me smile, I'm like, that was worth it.
Oh,
So I'm so happy that this brings you joy. This
It
is
put-
actually right behind my house, like 20 feet behind in my backyard.
that's so crazy.
No kidding.
So you, if I'm not mistaken, you took a separate shot of just the tracks and then a separate shot of not Leo and just superimposed it, right?
Correct. So I did have him on the track. So that shadow is his shadow.
Oh, okay,
The shadow
cool.
on the track is his shadow. It's just blown up shadow because I actually did have him standing on the tracks and I had a stick in his foot holding him up so he didn't fall over.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that he was actually on the tracks.
oh,
So yes, I did
Sully.
actually have him on the track. That way I get the same lighting too. So I don't have to
Yeah.
Photoshop. I don't have to create the same lighting.
'Cause that's what I was going to ask you. If you went, you took that shot, and then how did you match the perspective of the rail?
Whenever
and
I do
everything
something
that?
like this, I take the shot, the white shot, knowing where the middle of his back is going to be.
Okay.
So then when I take this small shot, I put the camera down in the middle of his back. So then when I blow it up to the right size, he's exactly where I want in this photograph at the size that I wanted him to be at.
Hmm.
Very
So if anybody ever does that, like want to superimpose, they're just if you're going to shoot him at the head, know where his head's going to be, and then shoot them in the head. Shoot them in the head.
Don't shoot them
their
in the head.
face. You know what I'm talking about. Just match it up. Match it up. But if I put a figure in a car, then I'm going to see where the head is in the window, and then when I set him down on the ground, I'm going to put the camera at the same level where his head would be.
Very cool.
Just
So
beautiful. I just love it. It puts me in a good mood.
Maybe this is
Thank
why
you.
you've been playing Red Dead Redemption. Maybe for this photo.
Wait, what?
I'm saying maybe this is why you've been playing Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, maybe
Redemption.
because
Again,
of this.
take the turtle away.
But
Yeah,
this photo brings me peace. Red Dead Redemption is
Yeah.
Anxiety.
not anxiety. It's just like
it-
I'm a
it's
good person in the real world. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm not so much of a good person.
See, I
You
struggle
go the
with that.
opposite
I
way?
want to.
I try to still be the good guy.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
I
my
get it.
this is my second playthrough. The first
Okay, yeah.
time I was an angel. This time,
Is it easier when you're bad?
it's a
It
little.
doesn't
Like, is
feel
the-
right. It doesn't.
Is
feel
the
It
right.
dark
doesn't-
side easier?
If you embrace it and just be like, dude, it's a video game. I can shoot this guy. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
You know?
fine. Because in my second playthrough, I saw a horse that I really liked. 2 minutes into the game, pow, and I took the horse, wanted, but I have the horse.
See,
Don't worry. You have plenty of time.
I've seen
to
too many
redeem
Black Mirror episodes, and I'm afraid that the
Yeah.
computer's going to think I'm a bad person if I'm a
Mhm.
bad person in the game.
Yeah.
You've got
Credit score,
you got a
bro.
valid point there.
So I try to be good all the time. That way, the computer doesn't kill me.
That's smart. That's smart.
And it's the same reason, like watching Maximum Overdrive as a kid, and so I'm like nice to my machines. You know,
hmm
like the
Right.
printer acts up. I'm like, it's okay. I'm not gonna
It's okay. Yeah.
go Office Space on this. I'm gonna talk to
Not
it
bad at all.
nicely.
It's okay.
I think
buddy.
Siri might hunt me down one day, though, because sometimes I do cuss her out when she doesn't turn on my kitchen light when I ask her to.
Well, that's your
The
first
fourth
mistake
time.
is using Siri at all.
Turn off your own damn kitchen light.
I'm waiting for her to say that. I would probably fall on the floor laughing so hard. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh my God, we're almost 40 minutes into this show. Can you
I know.
believe
We
it?
haven't even got to our figures yet.
Don't worry. At
I
least
know.
20 minutes of it can be cut out.
Okay, cool.
Are we
All right,
making-
guys.
I think we are.
Now we're gonna look at some of my photos that you guys picked for me. We're gonna start with Ben's favorite of mine, which I was pleasantly surprised to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Punch collab.
This
So
one,
cool.
Yeah. When I saw this shot, I mean, I can't remember if it was the same day or not, but I had just picked up this NECA Frankenstein, and I was looking at that extra head. I was like, "It'd be a big head for him to be punched in the face." And I was trying to think. I was like, "All right, who could hit him?" And I had this kind of germ of an idea in my head. And then either the same day or the next day, I see this, and I'm like, "That's exactly." Of course, I don't have Hellboy, but I'm like, "Who better to punch him in the face?" So I was like, "Oh man!" So I had to do a shot similar, and I told Zach when I did, I was like, I'm gonna have to do something because this is a great idea, and the shot, I just love everything about it, the green edge lighting and the spittle flying. It's fantastic because that's the perfect head for
It really
that
is.
shot. And it's,
Yeah.
I mean, for every boxing movie ever seen, you always see that shot of it, whipping their head around, and
Yep.
it's like that Frankenstein head was made just for that.
It was
So
made for that for sure.
beautiful photo.
Incredible.
I got one comment on this on Instagram. The guy was like, "Great shot, but I hard disagree," or something. I was like, "What about what?" He's like, "You can't punch Frankie like that." He was like serious. You can't punch Frankenstein like
Good.
that.
Zach,
Sorry, buddy.
This was part of our punch collab we did with Mike, right?
Yeah.
So
The
good.
Danger Room.
So
Actually,
good.
this is my second attempt. The first one I had going was I had McCready from The Thing, the movie The Thing. I had McCready or Kurt Russell punching Marvel's The Thing. I was trying to, make funny Thing reference, but it just wasn't working. And luckily, I was looking through my figs and I found the Frankie with that goofy face. I was like, okay, now what figure do I have what's the biggest fist I have? This is it. The right hand of doom. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Zach.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
No.
Okay, and this was the one from Sully.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I remember this one. God damn, this was so good.
Look at this setup. Like, look at all of those props, the dio. I mean, the chairs hanging on the wall. You got guitars, Zelda's shield. You got the Jaws mouth. Oh my god!
Is there any Photoshop here, Zach?
Yeah, there's a lot of photo stacking for light here, but there's
no. Okay, I'm saying, are all the props, all the
it's all props.
Real?
Yep. This is a collaboration with G. Balda Gabriel. So if you look right there, there's a framed picture in the background of one of his shots, his Gomez Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, see it.
Where is it?
It's on the
left side.
Oh, on the left. Oh, I see it.
Oh,
Next to the radio.
I love hiding little Easter eggs in there. So that was
cool.
One for Gabriel. This was crazy because I cropped this so much. There was so much more stuff in the actual shot, and it was heartbreaking to have to cut it out. But I was like, man, it just looks better, like this.
A little tighter.
Yeah. But
Zach, I can't wait till you come back officially again, man.
I know.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so ready.
You have this thing. I don't know what it is, but I don't know how to say it. I don't have the photography dictionary thing, but you have this like clarity about all of your photos, and the lighting is always freaking perfect. I don't know how, but it's always freaking perfect. Everything is so well lit. I cannot wait for you to come back, man. I cannot wait. We missed you, and we missed your energy. So I'm glad that the house stuff is situated, we moved, and
ready to rock and roll.
Ready to come back. So,
yeah,
in other words, what Jay is saying is he doesn't know what it is, but you have got it.
You've got the it.
I don't know what it is either, but I'm glad I have it.
I'm glad you're coming back. Because I was telling you guys earlier when I was looking through the pictures of trying to find my favorite one. I'm like, I forgot how good Zach was. I miss looking at his stuff daily.
Yeah, why would you go on there? You've been on there. You've liked everything.
Dude, it's crazy. 3 months it's been, you know?
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Long
too long.
time, dude.
Way
yeah.
too long.
I got the itch. Okay, moving on. Jay's favorite. Everybody knows what this is because Jay
The
shares it with
greatest
the
toy
world.
photo of all time.
I knew
I'm
this
gonna
was
say
be
it's
in there.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be the Pepper's Ghost.
No.
The almost
Greatest.
Pepper's Ghost.
The
Yeah.
greatest.
Pepper's Ghost.
Yeah, well, it's not Pepper's
Almost.
Ghost though.
Oh, it's
Almost.
not. Did you
Mm-mm.
Photoshop it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was going to do Pepper's Ghost, but then
Oh yeah, you couldn't. You didn't.
I was
angle it.
like,
You-
I don't
You thought I had to go
understand.
straight on.
And then I looked at Jason's like tutorial on it, but I didn't like. I was too sidetracked about why it wasn't working, and I guess I didn't
Mhm.
like really take the time to dissect it out. I was just like, I'm just doing it the way I know how to do it. So yeah, just did
It's
two
still
separate.
beautiful. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's the same.
it
It's the
works.
same. It's the same product.
Yeah.
The
output.
greatest toy photo that has ever been taken. Ever. Ever. I have. So, again, I'm very proud that Ben, Sully, and Zach were able to guess what photos I picked for them. I'm very proud of that because when you take a slapper that I will tell you it's a slapper, and I will slap you with all the love that I have for the photo.
And you continue to slap.
I
love
stop
it.
slapping.
It was like just yesterday
Sure.
you reposted this. I was like, oh man, you're hilarious.
Greatest photo of all time.
Jay also slapped NECA for me.
I was about to say, didn't NECA post it?
Yeah, and because of Jay was like, NECA, you
Yeah,
got to take a look at this. And sure enough, they posted it. So thank you, Jay.
That's
because
so
you
awesome.
almost can't tell if it weren't for the knees on the turtles. You can almost not tell that this is not directly
Toys.
from the movie.
So
Right.
It's so good, and yeah, the only thing that really stands out to me is their knees. You
Yeah.
can't do anything about that.
Right.
But you know,
Well, you
like that's,
could, but I didn't. I actually debated that.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's
But
toys.
that's
Right.
to me that's how you also can point to somebody and be like, no, look, this isn't. I didn't rip this off the movie. I
Right.
mean, obviously that's inspired it, but look right there, those are toys, and I did that shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And did it well. That's
Yes.
so awesome.
Zach, I'm curious, what's the photo that you're most proud of that you've done?
You know what? It's the other turtles one that where they're all the
with the
Mirage
light?
turtles with the light in the background. I think that's still my favorite shot of my
yeah.
own.
I remember TPC. That was your first baby.
Yeah, just like Sully, I won that free ride and took that. I put my heart and soul into that one, and it might not be the best shot ever, but to me, it's the most meaningful, and I was I'm still proud of it. What about you, Jay? What's your favorite shot of your own?
Oh, it's this one right behind me. Oh crap, Madison. It's my colleague. She's like, what are you doing, Juan? I'm recording a toy.
I'm busy over here.
So, it's this one right here.
The one you posted today?
Yesterday.
Was that
Today was
yesterday's?
the tickle one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, tickle one, right?
I slap and tickle.
Oh,
But it was this one.
my!
Don't get excited, Ben.
So
It's too late for that.
yeah, Jay, that's a great shot. Awesome
Yeah.
set of stairs you got there, buddy.
Shout out Extreme Sets. They like me and follow me and whatever. All
Awesome.
that good stuff. After ignoring me for 6 months, I'm like, I'm using everything. Oh, speaking of Extreme Sets, you know what? Ben could be the president of Extreme Sets because they always feature him in every blog, every newsletter.
Not so. They are done with me, my friend.
Really?
They used to use my shots all the time. I can't tell you the last time I saw an Extreme Sets
Oh,
like in their newsletter or their stories or whatever. They're done with me.
Oh, you're yesterday's tuna?
Yeah. Now they're all about no, there's this new turtle guy. He's much better than you.
I don't know who.
Who, Jay?
You
TMNT, 1987.
Oh man, no,
Your-
Ben, you
your
probably
screen name's too long.
Ben, did you accidentally get sassy with them and they didn't know that you're joking? Jovial
Honestly,
spirit?
It's
You don't know who I am.
Yeah, I'm the perfect Ninja Turtle. Goddammit. No, it's actually it's because I'm not using extreme sets nearly as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I've got some other pieces that I've been using, or a lot of my stuff lately has been digital backgrounds. So, yeah, I mean, they're not going to feature that because why would they? I'm not selling their stuff. So,
Right. Good point.
Speaking
Ben,
of
hang on, wait. Ben, what's your favorite shot of your own?
that's tough because, like I said earlier, with the Leo shot, most of the time I can't. I don't know. I have this weird. I don't really have an ego, and I have a hard time like complimenting myself. I don't know what you call that, but like I just don't. I don't ever go around and be like, "Look how great this is." Like I can't. If somebody tells me it's great, that's cool. But so I don't know. I'm sure I've got some favorites. I think probably one of my favorites is Michelangelo. It's the samurai Michelangelo. He's riding the horse backwards and he's got the time scepter.
Oh.
And the lights coming through, and it's one of those where I had just a few minutes to do a shot, and I pulled it off, and I was like, this turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. And that's one that when I see it, I'm like, that turned out really well, especially for the amount of time that went into it. It was not some big. It was just a harsh backlight and a little atmosphere spray and a digital background. So
don't you love when that happens?
Yeah, and it was just so quick. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just got to do a shot real quick. I got the itch. I got to shoot something, and like, okay, that turned out pretty good. So that's probably one of my favorites if I had to pick one.
It's fantastic. I almost picked Donnie on the horse with the cowboy hat. That first one you got.
That one's fun too. Because of course, you guys were kind enough to send me a horse, and I'm like, what am I going to do with the horse?
Not everyone can say that.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, I mean, I got that
straw
hat for Donnie. Like, he's got to be on a horse.
It's
bro,
so
that
good.
That horse was like a piece of stock. That was like, okay, the Apple share of a stock is 29 cents. And I remember Zach's like, bro, this is a good gift. We can get him this horse. He could use it for. I'm like, screw the horse. What's he gonna do with a horse? Forget the horse.
They didn't believe in the horse.
It's like, no, the horse is really good. And I remember Sully, he's like, yeah, the horse is good. And I'm like, guys, it's a fucking horse. What are you gonna do with a horse, right?
And you've done wonders with it, my friend.
It's
wonders.
I was kind of shocked when I opened the box. I'm like, huh, it's a horse.
He's like, what the hell am I going to do with a horse?
Turtles and a horse. I mean, because that's pretty much all I got. Turtles. I guess I could put a turtle on a horse. And then I did that shot, and I was like, okay, horse is pretty cool.
And
then the Samurai Leo shot.
Samurai, when we collabed for the horse, that was.
And then the TMNT 3 figures came out, and of course those horses were like secondary market. You could probably sell that horse for like $300. That's what I mean by like it was like a hot. Everyone wanted that.
Yeah.
Sully, what's your favorite shot of your own?
I think probably the Mandalorian crossover.
I always pick that one.
Mm-hmm.
One,
hard to beat that one, my friend.
The story, I don't think it's like the best picture in the world, but I like the story
It's
of Superman being put in there because he's the alien and he has to write. This is the way.
And like has been said before so many times that it's worth repeating, the weight that is shown in the basket with Superman sitting on there. Those little things make such a huge difference, and you know how to do it with ease. And
thank you.
You're always killing it. Wait, we've talked about you enough and how good you are.
We're done heaping praise on you.
He can't get any better. I mean, that's it. There's just no. The ceiling is the ceiling. The ceiling is the roof. There's no more.
Oh, speaking of Pepper's Go, Sully, it just clicked in my head. This photo behind you. Are you done with that shot?
It is done. It's being posted tomorrow in a collab with a bunch of other people doing a Christmas shot tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
So by the time people see this video, it'll be out.
You're gonna break that collab.
I love this. I mean,
it's looking Phenomenal.
Just
That's
hit the
Pepper's
floor, hit
Ghost
the
right there.
deck.
Pepper's
I turned around
Ghost
to look
alert.
at it. I turned around to look at it.
See here.
I'm like, this right here. I'm like, oh, it's not actually here. Gonzo is actually from the Muppet Treasure Island.
Hmm.
So this is the Muppet Treasure Island Gonzo, but I used the sod
Sod
cutter's
cutter hat.
Sod cutter, yeah.
Oh, get out
So
of
then,
town.
so there you go. There's right
Amazing.
around there, and then the also from Muppet Treasure Island, I have Rizzo, since they're wearing that old time crap. There he is. Anyway,
It'll be
so
easier
that'll
to
be out
see when you
tomorrow.
post it. I can't
Yes.
wait. I cannot wait. Jay, I'm sorry I cut you off a little earlier. What were you going to say? Something about Dios.
Well, I was gonna say, Sully just got a new dial. I was just,
Yeah.
it was whatever. It was, I could forget the.
Moving on.
Move on.
So
Subway.
we have
Turns out he's
talked
glad he
about-
cut you off.
we have talked about each other's photos, and now it is time to make the show even longer by talking about our favorite figs of the year. We've chosen 5
Oh yeah.
figures, but what's the caveat here, Jay? It's not the 5 figures that came out this year, but
That you purchased because
Purchased
you
this
are because who gives a damn when it came out if you never had it, right?
right.
True.
I like it. We're doing things our own way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with Sully first. Sully, I have some screenshots I'm gonna share. Okay, Sully, would you like to tell us your number 5?
If you remember.
Number 5 has to be. No.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell this list is.
Oh, Christopher Reeves, and he's only at number 5 because this is I just barely got him a few days ago, and
And
this
it's
is the
fitting because you can barely see him here.
I can barely see him. The first time I shot him, that's the only time I've shot him so far. But he is right next to me, so
There he is. Oh, let's see him. There he is. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Who made that, Sully?
Mezco.
You should have known that, Jay. Come on.
Come on, Jay.
They did
Okay.
a really good job on his face sculpt. This one, I don't really like the smiling one.
Hmm.
His teeth look weird.
Okay,
Anyway.
Sully, number 4. Ready? You gonna tell us,
Number
or
four.
you gonna pull up
I'm
the
gonna
shot?
say it's Leo, not a Leo.
Not a Leo.
Not Leo.
Not a Leo. Does everyone have this but me in this
I do
group?
not.
Oh, you don't either, Ben?
I don't. I mainly. I just couldn't. I don't know. I felt weird about it, and then everybody, when he started hitting, everybody's like, "He's really tiny." And
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
he is
"Okay,
tiny.
I'm glad I didn't get it." But now I kind of want him. So.
Dude,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with him being tiny. Like
Yeah.
he's
That big.
when you have him in your hand, you're like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, plus I like because they're getting ready to put the Donnie out, and he's bigger. So I'm
He's
like,
a little bit
okay, so
bigger.
he's not just tiny. They're doing a different scale for
Yeah.
each turtle. It seems like
Interesting.
so.
It's weird. But
I like
it's-
that. I do like
it's-
that.
Yeah,
It's
I like
looking
that too.
promising.
Mhm.
It's looking promising. Okay, Sully, number 3. Say
Number
it loud.
3, it's gonna be this guy that you can't see because he's green.
Mhm. It's not easy being green.
Definitely.
There you go.
Freaking photo, man.
Mhm.
Oh, so good.
This
So
guy
good.
is he might be number 1. I might have to switch them around, but he is so versatile because you can do anything. You can put him in any
Mhm.
situation. He can be in the 20s. He can be a pirate. He can be whatever you want him to be.
Easy friend of the turtles, right? Because he's green.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
And also, I want to point out that actually, Sully, this is your number 2. Do you see Sully 2 on here? You skipped one.
That's
At least
the one?
according to the list you gave me.
Okay.
What is
Well, the
3?
next one that would be Woody.
Woody! Oh, you're
Woody.
too fast for me. I gotta pull this
Who,
off.
who made that figure?
Revoltech, whatever.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
these freaking pictures.
Sully.
Freaking pictures, man.
This was
So-
Jay's
that,
getting
that
all
was
mad.
that was part of a collab as well. It was like a bloopers collab. Oh, he was messing. He was like wrestling around with Superman, and his head fell off. He's like, props.
I broke him. Okay, Sully, your number 1 fig of the year.
All right, number 1, Gomez.
Nice.
Not just any Gomez.
That's
Union.
Zach. That's not Gomez.
Union.
That's Zach.
Zach, my favorite My favorite toy
I
is
had
Zach.
no idea that this was your favorite fig that you got last year, and that just makes me so happy.
Like it's between him and Vonnie. You know, not Vonnie,
Vonnie.
because Vonnie shoots him all the time. So he
Yeah,
might as well be
Vonnie.
named
Might as well
Vonnie.
be.
Vonnie and Zach.
Vaporoni. There you go. Yeah, I've got Vonnie and Zach.
Amazing. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go with mine now. Okay. First one, or number 5. Number 5 is, and actually I picked some photos of some of our friends to show these figures off. My favorite top 5. Number 5, Armored Last Ronin. This is a shot by Warrior Evans.
Yeah.
Thank you,
my
Warrior.
top
I
10.
didn't ask permission, but I figured he wouldn't mind.
What
No,
up,
he's gonna be
KP?
pissed.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be so
totally.
Son of a Zach.
Totally.
Warrior. Casey, amazing photo.
Yes.
I was gonna use mine, but then I was like, I'm gonna use better ones. Okay. Number 4 for me is a shot by Toy Mirth.
Yeah,
Jackie.
Jackie.
And I chose Toy Mirth for this one because I actually got my Jackie from Toy Mirth. Thank you, Toy Mirth.
Oh, cool.
Question on this figure. I mean, you can leave
Yes.
it up, Zach.
No, go ahead.
Shout out to Mirth, by the way. Mirth is
Mirth.
Yeah.
So I noticed that. So Ben has like the more modern version of like the clothes, and then you guys have freaking like a Titanic homeless clothing. What's the deal with that? Is that just like you buying separate clothing, or does he actually come with that?
He comes with a bunch of different clothes, but that's his standard issue right there. He also has a green sweater.
Like a sweater, yeah.
And then, but there's, I mean, you see all sorts of mods on this guy.
And I've got that, the 5K or the it's
The
something
Bandit.
Labs. Yeah, the Bandit outfit for him, which is pretty cool.
Have you shot that yet?
I haven't shot it
Yes.
yet. No.
Yeah, I haven't shot it yet either.
I need to, but it's very cool.
I need to too, Ben.
Oh,
Well,
collab.
Another collab.
Monsieur.
This is
Since we're already doing the collab with that guy, we can just all do the same collab because we all have the same outfit and the same guy.
Yep.
I do not have this guy.
Well, you're gonna have to find one.
Go on eBay right now.
Is this $1,000 for the stupid
Probably.
figure?
It's
Probably
like-
200.
He said probably.
Okay,
I
my
was
number my number
Sorry.
3. This is a shot by our good friend Marky,
Hi,
aka
Marky.
Figured Wood.
Marky.
My number 3 of the year, Conan the Conqueror.
Another Mezco.
Another Mezco, of course.
So good.
Yeah, so
But
good.
CJ, he's got a little Ninja Turtle accessory in there for you.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, snap. Damn.
This is the greatest shot.
Shredder's Dandelion.
I still haven't opened the secret of the Ooze Shredder. He's just chilling.
Well, get on it.
He's a good one.
Wait until
Marky,
Easter.
if you don't know, Marky is one of the best Conan shooters around. This one always cracks me up because there's this battle going on in the background, and Conan's like, "Oh, flower,
So good.
It's beautiful.
beautiful." That's cracked me up.
Stop the smell of flowers.
Okay, my number 2 is the same as one
Leo.
of Sully's.
Gonna
Yes,
guess it's
sir. Yes,
No, it's not Leo.
not
It's
Leo.
not Leo.
Spring
Yeah,
Leo.
Great shot.
A great shot by Josh First Strike Figs. Thank you, Josh, for showing everybody
Josh.
my second favorite figure of the year. And my number 1,
Gee,
big
I
surprise.
wonder what it is.
Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
Obviously, it's
be,
this guy.
wouldn't that be crazy if it was someone different?
Here's the thing.
There he
course.
is.
There you
The
go.
man himself. This
Hi, C-Maz.
photo courtesy of
I love that
C-Maz.
shot too. That was a
It
good
is
shot.
a great
of
shot
C-Maz.
too.
Yeah,
When that first came out, I'm like, genius.
Yes.
genius. Yep.
So I'm actually surprised that you just got this year. For some reason,
I know.
right?
Well, didn't it?
I texted him the
didn't it
same
just
thing.
come
I'm
out
like,
this-
haven't you already had this since the beginning of time? Like, I thought this was just
yeah.
you
Like
were
grew
born
up
and
with
it came out with you. I'm
Yeah,
Uh,
a playground. Dirt.
Well, that's awesome to hear that you associate me with him.
Yeah, carried around in your lunchbox.
But isn't,
All
I
right.
mean, didn't he come out this year?
No, he came out
Like
last
this-
October.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
Yeah.
that was the newest Gomez, but
Secondary
Yeah.
market for Greenwood.
Void, the Void one.
Holy shit. Man.
oh, right.
Actually, the secondary market for him, Jay, is not too bad.
No. For Green Boy, for Jackie.
Oh, what's he
Yeah.
going for? Like 300?
250, 285 was the lowest one I saw.
Yeah.
Crap.
Thanks again,
me 10
Toy
min-
Mirth.
Give me 10 minutes. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, seriously.
Cool. Well, I mean, look at it constantly. I know you'll find a good
No,
deal.
no deal hunting when we're filming.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying in general.
Oh, no.
Ben's number 5 of this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a
He just
beautiful
made
pig.
it. He just
Really?
made it because he showed up the
He
other
just
day.
came out.
I love this dude.
Yes.
I loved this when I was a kid, and I had the toys, and they weren't really toys; they were statues that had waist swivel. So, like, to have this guy, like, I don't know, and that's like NECA's wheelhouse. I think is giant reptiles.
I almost pre-ordered him, but I didn't.
Yeah, no,
Him and
he's
the
so
kid.
cool.
I'm like, oh.
I got the baby too, but something about Earl. I think he's such a cool figure. And
Is he as heavy as he looks?
he's very heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, very, very heavy. And the tail is totally articulated.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
So it's very
wow.
cool. I haven't really shot. I just did a quick little something with him, but I haven't really done anything major with him yet. But
Does he have multiple
will definitely-
faces or just that one?
he has 2 heads. Yeah.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
The
But he-
cool little beer accessory is so cool to me.
Yeah. He's got a little 6-pack of beer, and all the cans are removable.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
it's very cool. But yeah, he just made it in as number 5 because he just showed up like last week, and he's just a cool figure.
nice job, Earl. Way to sneak in there.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben's number 4 coming up. Hey, making the list again.
Yeah.
You know he's good.
Most versatile
Jay-
guy in the world.
Jay, this is definitely
It
an
hurts me now.
advertisement. I mean, you got to get him now. He's made all our lists.
Hmm.
He comes with like 5 heads.
Yeah, and his accessories are so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
and like Sully said, he's just so versatile. You can put him anywhere, and it doesn't matter what he's dressed like. Even if it doesn't fit anything else, he blends right in.
Dude, Jay, you
So-
could put a Ninja Turtles mask on him.
Hmm.
Make him the unofficial 5th Ninja Turtle.
I'll probably get one of those from Gabriel.
Yeah, because he's got some cool ones that he made for Sockcutter. So
Dude, he'd totally send one to you.
yeah,
Great pick, Ben. Okay, next on the
Thank you.
list, we
gotta
got.
be Turtle.
You think it is? Close.
There's some turtles.
itty bitty Mirage Splinter.
I
And
wonder if Leo is as big as this guy.
Hmm.
The not
Leo has
Leo.
got to be bigger.
Leo's bigger than him, yeah. And the reason this guy is in my list is because when I first started collecting, I would only collect turtles, and I would only collect the 4 turtles, Splinter, and Shredder from whatever line. That was it. I wasn't a completionist, but that was when my part of that collection was complete. And we only just this year got this Splinter for the Mirage Turtles. So
Yeah.
he's been like my most anticipated figure for however many years now. And he finally made it. And I wasn't disappointed. A lot of people were like, oh, he's too tiny. But I don't know. I felt like he was perfect. And there'd been an empty spot for him in my cabinet for years. So I'm so
Awesome.
glad the Mirage line is
waiting.
back.
Mm-hmm. Cool. It's about to take off.
Yes.
Ben, one question for you: the bottoms of his feet, are there holes in the bottom of his feet that you photoshopped out? You did.
This is not my photo. This is a NECA photo, I believe.
Oh right, duh. This is
Yeah.
a NECA photo.
But yeah,
so that's
somebody photoshopped
very
them.
interesting that they would Photoshop that out of their figure.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Or
sure
if
it's a
it's some
NECA
kind
shot.
of.
It is a
Like
NECA
the
shot.
prototype. Could
Yeah,
be a prototype
probably
that didn't have
prototype.
holes.
Yep.
I don't know.
Man. Okay. All right, moving on. Number 2. Any guesses?
It's got. I mean, for the 1 or 2, he's got to have one of the turtles that came out. You know what? Actually,
Sorry, too late.
this wasn't my guess.
I knew you'd never guess.
Patriot
it, so.
Joker. He's such a cool. Mainly
No.
because the
Wait,
sculpt
wait,
is so
wait,
good.
wait.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
When you open this, so you know what my guess was going to be? My guess was going to be Miles Morales. Look at the text on the bottom of this photo.
I know, weird, right?
I don't know why they call it a Miles Morales real masterpiece, but
No, that's what my guess was going to be.
yeah.
And when I saw it, I'm like, oh wait, it's Miles. Then I look up, I'm like, what the hell? So
That's some
yes,
Twilight Zone stuff right there.
He's
Hi
cool.
there.
Miles is cool, but that one right there, I love how close I can get.
I got
I
the
can
other
shoot
version
him.
of this guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like the Patriot Studio, but the different outfit and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's almost the same outfit. It just has different heads.
It's just so, and that's my biggest complaint is the head and the neck are one piece.
Yeah.
So it can't do too much up and down, but it's just the detail on the face. You can get this far away from it, and it looks real. Like you don't see paint flaws. You don't see. It's such a good head sculpt.
Dude, that
So-
shot you did with it, they got nominated for Toy
Yeah.
Pit Community. Oh, that shot
Yeah.
was just
That was awesome.
shot
Because
us.
it looks like I took a picture of a man.
Yes.
Like and that's how good. Like I say, gotta give it up to
It
Patriot
looks like
Studios,
Joaquin.
Yeah, they're
What's
so
with these
good.
third-party people doing such a better job than
knocking them out.
regular studios? Like, how can they be better at it than you?
I think the big studios, they got to pay, so they can't be too accurate. But they're getting a buy under the radar. So
Okay, Ben's number one pick, and Jay, this is gonna surprise you.
Not
Not
a
turtles.
turtle.
Not a turtle.
turtle.
Okay, who the hell is this then?
My whole life changed when
That's the
Paper
blue
showed
version.
up. Yeah,
That's the blue version of the green
Okay,
guy.
so is this the modern day version? This was like my question.
Right. There's
So
two
there's-
different figures.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
and like I told Zach earlier when I sent him these, they're basically the same, but they're not. Like that's
Right.
the thing. Like the buck is the same. A lot of the heads are the same, but there's just
This is a different vibe.
something so
Yeah.
unique about both of them.
Yeah.
They get along well together. Sometimes they don't, but it's like they're just different. And but Vapor for
The
me,
spray
I know he did-
cans.
the spray cans, like
The spray
everything
cans
about-
actually make that noise that a spray can would make
Yeah.
if you
So
shake it.
crazy.
It's
They
got a little
rattle.
bead in it.
Wait,
And
what?
that was
The little
he's got
tiny spray
little
cans.
spray cans,
It
and you
makes
shake
the
them,
noise?
and you can hear.
And it makes the
can hear
noise if you
bead
shake
rattle
it.
around. Yeah, a 1/12
They
scale.
went crazy. They did
Mezco
crazy on that.
magic.
This was my first Mezco, and when I'm going through the box, I'm like, oh my god! Like I just couldn't. Everything I took out was more impressive, and that's what sold me on Mezco because I didn't have any Mezco till Vapor, and that was just earlier this year. So now I've got 6, 8 of them. So
Zach, what was your first Mezco?
Predator.
Predator?
Mhm.
Jay, I know you have a Mezco now. What was your first one?
I have two. Bishop.
Yes.
I really like him. Really, 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 really.
Yeah.
Actually, here's a question for you guys. Did you keep the box for some
yes.
reason? For some
Yes.
reason, I felt the need to
Yeah.
keep the box, and I don't keep the box for
Yep.
everything. Why is that?
I don't either.
Because they're
Mezco, it's just,
beautiful.
and it's the best place to store everything.
And
Like
it's
I'm about to say
it's
that has
so-
so many accessories that you
Yeah.
just
every
that's where you
Almost
place,
start.
like
everything has a spot. So
Mhm.
And you know where I saw this when we had 80sburg. What's up, 80sburg and Ian?
80s Bird.
When we had him on the show, because remember, like in his like the back of his shelf, he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, look, it's right here," and that's where I saw it. And I'm like, "Huh, interesting." And yeah, with all of our freaking accessories, you don't want to kind of lose that in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that you guys do that too.
yeah, that's
Mezco's
Mezco's the only thing I
only
keep
one,
boxes.
yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, I have a couple other random ones, but Mezco, like all the Mezcos, I keep.
Mhm.
All
My
right.
first Mezco was the
oh, sorry,
two-pack
sorry.
of- oh, that's all right. It's a 2-pack with Popeye and Bluto.
Oh man, I want that
Ooh.
so bad.
Oh, Sully
that came
found
with
it
a
for
lot-
$7 the other night.
Do a
What's
what?
that?
I said Sully found it for like $7 the other
Oh,
night.
yeah.
I'm always finding I got that. Yeah, what's that? Kane guy. I got the Kane guy for $32. The Mezco Kane, the new
Wow.
Solomon Kane, $32.
Can you believe that?
No.
Like how
that's
that must have been stolen off a truck.
crazy.
I don't know how they got it. I'm like, I'll buy it.
Or
Are
this
you
person,
ordering from AliExpress?
No.
this
from,
person needed some crack money. That's the only reason like it was sold. Like these are crack prices. $30, take it.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I just bought it for the body because I put the Gomez head on it to make him into a pirate, and it looks awesome.
now you got to make Jackie into a pirate. Remember.
I will. I
Okay,
will.
good. Let's take a look at Jay's favorite toys from this year.
It's going to be a turtle.
All turtles, all the time.
Actually, the first one is not a turtle.
Son of a.
Oh, okay. I knew this. I actually knew Miles would be in there because he absolutely went
I
8
love Miles.
over Miles.
Yeah.
It's both Miles and Peter. I love them both. I actually just got that. What is that like winter set that you get this little hat and the backpack and the vest? So I just got that. Oh, that toy immersion shot from this week. Holy shit, man!
Yeah,
Shout out
and
to
like the
Toy
blizzard.
Oh, where he's walking through the blizzard.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That was an
man.
awesome shot.
So incredible.
Well, that's what inspired me
So
to do this
good.
guy. So I was gonna have him walking through the snow with his hat.
Really good.
So
Oh, okay.
cold.
Oh, nice.
So
Toy
good.
immersion. Awesome shot.
Yes.
I would have had Gwen on there. However, I did not open her yet. My boys got that for me as a birthday
Surprise,
gift.
surprise.
No, there's a lot of stuff. Like I've opened a lot of stuff, and I'm having fun with it. I can't open
Good.
everything at once.
I know. I know. Hey, you do you, man.
You do you, boo.
Okay. Number 4.
Do you, boo.
This is Jay's number 4, but apparently only
Only
Leo
two?
and Mikey.
It's all 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
these
like-
I
are,
almost put them on my list because I was surprised. As much as I hated this movie, it's like the
They look
figures
pretty
actually.
awesome, though.
Yeah.
They look awesome.
Oh my
Ben,
god,
Ben, let me
would
ask you this.
strangle you.
when's the last time? All of you. When's the last time you watched this movie?
When these
watched it
came
this
out,
year.
Oh, did
Year
you?
it
when
came
it came
out.
out, I saw it like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Have you watched it since?
No, but it's one of those things where I can. It serves as like a. I mean, you guys have these like Star Wars and Indiana. It's almost like a comfort movie. Like you
Yeah.
can turn it on, fall asleep at any time, and it'll. I'm sure I'll watch it again. But I literally saw it like 5 times this year.
I didn't hate it as much as I used to hate it when I watched it again.
I agree.
And I think it's because I'm less cynical the older I get.
Really?
Like,
You're less
yeah.
cynical nowadays? I couldn't
Wow.
imagine what
I
you
would-
were back in
Right?
Having kids really kind of softens you, I think. Like that's changed me because I used to. The biggest thing for me was the suits that you could. The eye holes are so
Eyes.
prominent, and they weren't the Henson suits, and the
I
servos
know.
and the mouths were so
I
jerky.
know.
But it's not a bad movie. Like it's different, and the budget was cut and everything, but it's not a bad movie if you can get past this.
Right. If you can get past
Yeah.
the suits, you're absolutely right.
And so I was glad when these figures came out, they didn't have giant holes in the face. So
Yeah.
But
Okay,
everyone-
Jay.
I think
Sorry.
everyone uses those angry heads anyway. I mean, I don't. I like the goofy heads, especially the Donnie and Mikey ones. I think the Leo and the Raph heads look
yeah,
disgusting.
Leo's a little Kermit-ish. Something
Yeah,
about him.
Remember Rad Toyologist? Hi. I think he had like a funny shot where it was like a Leo from the movie waiting for the NECA layer to go on sale, and then it was like $300, and then he used
Oh
that
yeah.
face. But
I remember that.
Mm. Okay. Number 3.
Number 3.
Again, only 2 of the turtles are his favorite.
oh,
This time, Leo and Raph.
Notice every one of his picks is more than one figure.
Oh, he's like, I can't do
Point,
5.
yeah.
I'm gonna do
4
23.
packs in a row now.
Yeah.
apparently
Good
these
point.
are all Ralph.
They're Ralph. Yeah, they're all Ralphie.
Hey, Ralph. Okay, Lost and Turtles. I still
They're
don't
good.
have them.
Really good, man. Really good.
Yeah,
The
that's
most
awesome.
articulated turtles, would you say, Ben?
Yeah, they're up there. I mean,
Double
That's
joints on
certainly-
everything.
they replaced my knockoff. I had the good knockoff Mirage turtles, like the first ones they did.
Mhm.
and they've been in my shelf. But I was like, well, I want to have legit, so they replaced them in my display. They're really good turtles.
Really good, man. We don't see you shoot these a lot, Ben.
I don't know what it is. I like them. I like to leave them alone. So
Just likes to look at them.
yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
they're
All right.
not toys, Jay.
They're collector's items.
Yes, they're expensive collectibles.
That's correct.
Okay, number 2.
I can't believe this isn't number 1. I just knew this was going to be number 1.
This is a fantastic figure.
He is a great figure.
Oh, he's so lovely. So I will say, so you guys made fun of me because I don't really care about the bloody Raph, but I did take a photo where like the foot are essentially jumping him, and I'm like,
Wish he was bloody.
he would be awesome bloody.
Yeah.
He's absolutely astonishing. So very similar to the Lawson in terms of like doubles on everything, legs, elbows, knees, double joints. He's got a lot of like soft material on him, so it feels like there's a little more give,
Right.
as far as articulation goes. But and that this other head,
The other head. Yeah.
Ben, did you get this yet?
Oh yeah.
So good.
That
foot-
screaming head is the whole reason I got it.
Yeah.
Because it's like the best Raph head I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, and the foot come out Saturday. So, oh yeah,
There he is.
There he is.
He's really good friends with Spider-Man. Just
I was gonna say, like, you know, with Peter, but
They're having a ball.
yeah, they are.
having 2 balls.
Moving on, Jay's toy of the year.
Of the year.
Oh, boo.
Of the year.
Boo.
Oh, Ben's giving you grief. Let's duke it out here,
You know
boys.
why?
it's not an action figure. It's a vehicle.
Ben is jealous. He doesn't have it.
No. I
Doesn't have
purposely did not pre-order this.
So Ben,
Nice.
okay, you need to tell us how
Are
the
you sad
hell
that
did
you don't
look
have
at
it?
this and you say to yourself, I don't need this, when we buy crap that we don't need as it is. How do you convince yourself that this is the thing that you're like, no, I'm good?
There's two factors for this, and one might be just slightly above. Number 1, it's really fucking expensive. And number 2, it's gigantic. I got nowhere to put this thing. So, and I'm just like, I can't. What was it? $250 retail?
Oh, come on. I see space on your walls where you could take down your certificates and
I
put
could
up
knock down a few
shelves.
walls and
Yeah.
but yeah, when the van pre-orders started going up for all of them, Super 7, because Super 7's even bigger.
Even
that,
bigger. Might be
The
twice.
Underground
Well,
Arsenal.
of course
thing
they're going to
is
be
even
big. They
bigger.
have to fit the figures.
Yeah, but I just was like, I can't spend that money. And then I was really shocked to see that the layer dio was even more expensive than this.
That's crazy.
That was another one I couldn't. I was like, I have no problem passing up this pre-order. But the van, and Jay has hit me up so much about. He's like, "When's your van coming? I'm like, dude, I don't know how many times I've told you I didn't order a van on purpose.
Well, did you see the van that he got? The windows are busted out. It's all rusted.
Yeah.
It's got bullet holes in the side.
This is janky as hell now. I don't know what's wrong with it.
He did something to it. They rode that hard and put it
They
away.
did.
That comes with the bloody ref.
Yeah.
But that by far, I never had any turtle vehicles growing up, and I said this story a million times. My cousin and I made one out of a shoebox. I always dreamt, and the fact that this thing is like right off the screen. I swear to God, I almost cried when I got it. Like that day, I just like had it in my little living room table. I was like spinning the table, like it was. I was a freaking DJ just looking at this. I was just so amazed, and I think it was like a Sunday afternoon. Ben goes, so how's the van? I'm like, bro, I've literally, like, my wife is reading, and I've spent the entire afternoon just taking various like photos of this damn van. The van is it's
So whenever it needs like a washing, you can probably just like wash it in your tears of joy.
Yes.
Just
joy.
Hey,
Capture those tears and just wash.
Tears of joy.
Do a
I
little-
think you should have taken some pictures before you opened the box of you playing with the van box like you did when you were
Oh.
little. Like you did when you were little.
I was thinking it'd be cool if you made another shoebox turtle van and kind of did a side by
Photographed them
side.
together.
Yeah.
But what's his name had a really good photo. Speaking of like a shoot,
Yeah,
Ruben. Shout out to
Ruben had an
Ruben.
awesome cardboard one.
He had like a
Oh, yeah?
cardboard like freaking van. I have no idea what the hell that was, but the picture came out like really.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So,
I don't think
and
he's
Jay,
been
when
showing
you
up on
told
my
me
feed lately.
when you
Go on,
told
sorry.
me about not having the van growing up, and that this was like, that's when I kind of laid off. Like I was giving you a hard time about the van. I'm like, okay, I had the party wagon, the original one, as a kid, and it was like my favorite thing.
You were one of those kids, huh?
I know. I got it.
Lucky.
I got it for my birthday, and I thought I was so slick because it was like this big box, and of course my birthday's right before Christmas, so it was under the tree, and I opened the bottom to look at it before. I don't know how long, like a week before my birthday.
You
I
peeked?
pulled the flap back, and it's open. I'm like, it's the party wagon. Yes, I knew it. Like, I'm so excited. And then I put it back with the ripped part on the ground. So, of course, my parents find it at some point, and they're like, oh, I wonder how that happened. I'm like, I don't know. I must have been scooting across the ground or something. So, yeah.
Santa's clumsy. I tell you. He probably knocked the gift off.
Weird. I don't know how that happened, but it's a party wagon. So but that's when you told me that, I'm like, okay, I get why you're so hyped for the van. It's not for me, but I'm glad that it makes you that happy, because that's
so happy, man.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Do you guys growing up recall your favorite maybe toys or like memorable gifts that you got throughout the, as like a kid for your birthdays? Zach?
Well, yes, I mean, I specifically remember the Playmates Mikey. That was my guy. I took him everywhere. That was it. So he's the most vivid in my mind. But, I always got toys growing up, and still do. I've just always gotten toys. So it's hard to pick one, certain one out besides that Mikey.
Sully?
I collected, or I don't know if I collected, I played with all the He-Man toys. I had like Castle Grayskull. That was my biggest thing. And my friend had Snake Mountain. So we would come together and have our battles. And like Castle Grayskull had some trap doors inside of it, and they'd fall down into the dungeon.
Cool.
And Battle Cat, he was always fun, and had some of the, I don't know what it was. I think it was an eagle flying machine, because it had the face of like an eagle.
What is this now? An eagle flying machine? Jay, would you have anything to say about this?
Oh my God, forget the eagle. Jay has been trying to get me to get this G.I. Joe eagle guy. I don't know.
Spirit Iron Knife.
Signs everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And including tonight.
Like 3 days nonstop gifts and texts and eagles calling in my face.
He's just on his G.I. Joe kick right now. He'll be over it in a couple weeks.
He is Jay. Your G.I.J. is what not only we're all calling him. He's calling it himself. You're gonna have to change your name.
So the way this
new account
is, I just wanted like a couple of dudes, Spider-Man or Venom, like can beat up, just like because like in the Spider-Man the animated series or something, like Kingpin will have send my random dudes, and because like the Turtles thugs, those can kind of work, right? But I kind of wanted a little militaristic, and I bought. Honestly, I'm blown away by like and it's Hasbro, right? Everyone always shits on Hasbro by like how good these figures are, like the articulation, like double joints, freaking ab crunch. They have ab crunch. NECA has no ab crunch on any figure, right? But I'm really impressed by the accessories. There's just so many like little guns and lasers, and they all like just wear them. They have like little patches and pouches and holders and book bags
and animals.
That freaking Snake Eyes. I did convince Zach to buy this. So I think the same day Sully got the Snake Eyes from a buddy of his, I bought it on Walmart for like $15, and then Zach is like, "What? $15?" And I think he got it.
I did.
We're gonna do a little snake, bro. That freaking wolf.
That's why I bought it, was because of the wolf. I mean,
you got it right there. Huh?
He's so articulated. Like
so
even
so
His body.
bro. Like the head,
cool.
the range with the head is crazy.
It comes with a different face too.
I already know the shot I'm going to do too.
Oh man.
Also has a regular face.
Oh, a happy face. Or,
Peaceful.
well, a less angry
Peaceful
face.
Yeah.
Less angry face.
And then today I got Storm Shadow. I mean, it's a freaking white ninja and a black ninja. I mean, they're just so cool looking.
Okay, so how many GI Joes does that put you up to now?
I think I have like 5. Marky gifted me one. I love you, Marky, so much. Thank you, man.
5,
He's like, because Marky apparently is a GI Joe guy.
Yes, I would say so.
He gifted me one. So
Atta
thank
boy.
you, man. But yeah, I think I have 5.
And are you planning on getting any more?
Actually, I have 6. So I have because I said I want 3, army bad guys, right? And I got those, and then it's Snake Eyes is $15. I'm like, it's $15, and it's this cool ninja with this wolf, and it's like I had to get this white ninja because he's so cool. And then Marky gifted me another. So
well, and here's the thing, Jay, is that Spider-Man can't be fighting GI Joes. He's got to fight Cobra, so you need some Cobra characters now.
So I'm scared because I did look at the classified Cobra Commander, and he looks freaking cool. And
He's good, man. He's good.
3 of the all red,
You can have the Ninja
going down the
Turtles
rabbit
fight
hole.
the G.I.
Yeah,
Joe ninjas.
Turtles. Oh, yeah, there you go.
No,
Turtles and Joes.
it will
Joes
happen.
and Turtles.
It will happen. I see
Yes.
Ryu and Storm Shadow, White Ninja versus the White, and just the whole the ninja stuff is really pulling me in. And then I watched the stupid movies again. That second movie with The Rock, I love. I freaking I like that movie from before. Like it even more. Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. You got the really hot girl. You have the evil old white man who's like always evil in every movie, like Ben said. And then you have The Rock. It's just so fun,
How can you go wrong?
bro. It has it's got the formula.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
speaking of formulas, we've gone well past our 12-minute formula. We're at 90 minutes, which
That's a lot of
is
12s.
it's too long. Okay, I apologize to everybody who's watching this. Okay, we this is what we
They
set
stopped
up.
watching like an
Never.
hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Our
The one
audience
person
stopped
who will
30
stick
minutes,
around.
I'm out. Yeah.
Our audience stopped like an hour ago.
When did they talk about the figures again?
We're gonna wrap this up by each going back into time and picking one of our favorite memories from this past year on our show. Okay, so I want you to all think and pick one memory that sticks out. Jay, go first.
We may or may not have discussed this before we started the show. So
Way to ruin the magic, Jay.
Jay,
So I don't
come
We gotta edit
on.
that out.
I
We're
feel
gonna
like I
do a
played
dream-
that pretty well.
A little dream sequence.
Wait.
Okay,
You know
Jay, tell everybody your pre-selected memory.
what? But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have other non-pre-selected memories. Okay, so number 1 would have to be the episode with Viper City. CJ, what's going on, man? CJ is a big army guy, and I know he likes Jackie a lot. Man, actually, I haven't seen CJ shoot a lot. Anyway, technical difficulties galore.
Maybe his lights aren't working.
He
why he's
lost
taking
power, and when he lost power, I'm like, what the hell? What? Where is this guy? Is he on like a windmill somewhere, and it just stopped?
The hamster fell off the wheel.
Bro. But here's
you
my
said that
other
during the show,
memory.
too.
My other memory of my now selected memory is when we had our big guest on. First, huge guest, Sir Dork. So Sully got in touch with, Sully freaking, Genius talking to Genius. Sir Dork comes on. Zach is going to have this incredible, opener. And he just kept, he just did not know how to say stop and introduce the guest. He just kept going. But I think if you watch that episode, the intro is I don't know, abnormally long.
I think Daenerys Stormborn has a shorter title than
Before the show, I was like, okay, I got this.
Mother of Dragons.
I don't got this. I was stuttering. And so, actually, when I went back and watched it, and I was like, okay, it's not as bad.
It's not, yeah. And your mind, it was worse.
Yeah. but these guys do love to rib me about it. All right, Sully, what's your favorite pre-selected memory?
Oh, let me think.
I've actually
I would
forgotten
have
about
to
it.
say, no, my favorite one was during Nilla's opening when I think you had to restart 4 times or something. Like, here's Grilla Nilla's frou-frou. I don't know. You've messed it up so many times. I was laughing hysterically.
So your guys' favorite memories are of me messing things up.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Noticing a theme.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could mess up more, but I'm not gonna. So there.
New year, new you.
That's right. Ben, what memory did Jay tell you to tell us?
Jay pre-selected for me, and he's not wrong because it was a great memory. But definitely, it has to be Toy Addict singing "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." Because not only is The Lion King a great movie, and that's a great song, but he nailed it.
He went into it, too.
And he was just, that
So
guy.
much fun.
Did he
And definitely not what I was expecting for his episodes.
Right.
So it was such a shock.
Correct. Did he have his eyes closed while he was singing?
I think so. I think he just was all.
I think he was just into it. Yeah.
You can't hit notes that high with your eyes open, Jay.
And you know what? Now, didn't he and Unworthy perform another thing at a Comic-Con at Legion's Con?
I saw a video of them dancing.
I saw him getting groovy. Yep.
Yeah. So,
and my one of my favorites, actually, this is just one that we were talking about earlier, and I picked it because I love it, is when Kermit the Frog was on the show.
Wild ass episode, bro.
So good. Sully, you are an amazing Kermit the Frog puppeteer. And
thank you.
Speaky Geeky, Mr. Geeky from Speaky Geeky was our guest that night.
What's up, Ethan?
And he played it to perfection with Kermit. And I don't think he knew that we were going to do that, did he?
No.
I just did it. I just showed up.
But my other favorite thing from the show that just popped into my mind is our Toy Mirth episode where we threw him into the fire backwards.
I just thought about that too. That was exactly what I was thinking. Went backwards, yes.
And he was a pro, man. He didn't even blink. He was just and he'd seen the show before. He knows the format. He's probably expecting that format. But no, we just threw him into the fire, and he's just pro all the way.
Awesome.
Fellas, 95 minutes. I don't want to get to 100 minutes. That's too long.
But we're
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
But we're so close. That's a good point, Ben. That's a good
5
point.
more minutes.
I don't know. Jay, you want to talk about the band for 4 minutes?
I can.
I had a few hot seat questions that I had written down. We are not going to do the
You
hot
know what?
seat tonight. But...
Let's put Sully on the hot seat
Sully on the hot seat? Just Sully?
for a minute.
Oh.
Okay.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Sully, what actor would be worthy of taking up the mantle of Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones.
This is the hot seat.
It's the hot seat, buddy.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck older than Harrison Ford.
Like the same age.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he was originally supposed to be Indiana Jones. So if I have to answer something, fuck it, go next.
30 seconds. Sully, your favorite movie that you saw this year?
Favorite movie I saw this year was the Turtles movie, the animated Turtles.
Yeah,
Nice,
cool.
good movie.
Ben?
If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself?
This is like a
Great
solid
question.
Anyway, this is a solid question.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Sully, how does it feel to be surpassed by Jay in Instagram followers?
Fantastic. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Excellent.
I love seeing people succeed. So anybody succeeding, I absolutely love. So
Yeah.
Let's put Zach on the hot seat in 2, 1, 0. Oh, 1, 0, 1. The thing froze. Okay, in 10 seconds.
What froze? I froze?
No, my screen.
you must have froze because we're 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Right now.
Zach,
Yes.
favorite song you've made with your brother?
Oh, I'm gonna say a song called "Endure" off our acoustic album.
Sully?
How would you like to die, Zach?
Peacefully.
Peaceful in your
Peacefully.
sleep?
That's a
Yeah,
great
in the
answer.
sleep. Yep.
Ben?
What's your favorite bathroom in your new house to poop in?
In my personal bathroom in my room.
All right, 20 seconds. Zach, rate the new show that we're supposed to watch because we made that bet with Arson Fist out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
What's the name of that show again?
It's called Blue Eye Samurai.
Sully, 10 seconds, go.
Alf or Paul? What's your
Alf.
favorite alien? All right.
Hey.
It took me a minute. I didn't remember who Paul was.
Because when you
All
hear
right, you're
Alf,
on the hot.
nothing else
You're on the hot
matters.
seat, Jay.
Okay.
Okay, Jay.
These will be
we'll
the
see.
worst questions ever because there's no one person in here.
Jay, if you were to direct a new live actions turtle movie, who would you cast as April?
I'm gonna just Katy Perry.
All right. If you had to create a new Ninja Turtle, what weapon and color would they be?
Ooh, that's cool.
Color. We're doing pink, and the weapon would be oh my god, this is hilarious. A broom.
A broom.
There you go.
A pink broom. All right.
But what would her name be, I wonder? I'm assuming it's a her. Maybe it's
Sam. Samuel.
Broomhilda.
Broom.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, Jay. One of them's got to go. Your turtle van or your cityscape backdrop diorama?
Bye, City. I'll just get
About say-
more from Brian. That's it.
The van is
He
never
didn't even,
leaving your
he didn't even
side.
think about that. He just,
He's like, never.
yeah.
Please.
Jay, describe to us the perfect pizza.
Pineapple and mushroom, and the crust has to be crunchy. So well done.
No meat on the pizza, huh? Just pineapple mushroom.
Perfect. Correct.
Yeah, okay.
The clock is about to break. There you go.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
Did you hear it?
Is that everyone? All four?
But we didn't ask Crooked what his favorite or
Okay, we're
his hot
going to
seat
go
question.
past 100 minutes.
Just really quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben, if you got to hang out with the turtles for a day, would you stay in the lair and hang out, or would you go out in the streets and kick some butt?
I would definitely hang out in the lair all day because I am not a trained ninja.
But maybe they could give you a pink bandana and a broom.
Could be. Yeah, they could be. Broomhilda, the fifth turtle.
Ben, who is the greatest Ninja Turtle photographer currently? Not Epic Disaster.
Oh, so who's the best? But you can't say who the best is?
Who's the second best? photographer?
The second best. Ooh, man.
Why are you putting that caviat on it, Jay?
Because
you
I knew I was going to say Epic. He knew what the answer was going to be. He kneecapped me right there.
Are you trying to get him to say you, Jay?
No, absolutely.
That's what he
not.
wants. That's what he wants.
That's what he wants?
Absolutely.
Um,
I just want to know who he, seriously. Yeah.
I mean, well, if it can't be Epic, it's got to be me.
There you go.
I
Hey,
love it.
There you go.
honesty is the best policy.
I love it.
That's what he wanted. He wanted me to say it.
You nailed it.
I know his
Who's your
type.
favorite kid?
Gee.
Can't do that. You know I can't do that.
Ben, you have to. I know that we prefer, you favor one parent a little bit. You have to favor one kid a little and stop. Don't give us those lying eyes. Don't give us that. Don't give us that.
I mean, moment to moment, when one of them's really just popping off, it's like, oh, just go
All right,
away.
which one annoys you the least?
Well, that's they're also neck and neck there. It balances out. It's a constantly tipping scale. So
All right, Ben.
all
I'll get you off the hot seat there,
All
Ben. Okay, Ben. The turtles don't exist. Are you still a toy photographer?
probably not, because 90% of my collection, if not more, is turtles. So without them, I wouldn't have a collection.
That's right. You wouldn't have stumbled into Mezco because you wouldn't be collecting toys in the first place, right?
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, if there were no turtles, I probably would not even know what toy photography is.
Thank
Just
God.
more room for
turtles.
Vaporoni pictures.
Yeah. See what I'd be missing out on?
Yeah, seriously.
One thing that you are looking forward to next year,
I feel
just
like this hot seat, this minute for my hot seat is really long.
I was thinking the same thing.
Once we
off
lost
the
the
hot
pressure
seat.
of the clock, it's like
you're off the hot seat. I'm just asking you guys in general. One thing you're
Okay.
looking forward to next year. It doesn't have to be toys. It can be personal. Just one thing you're kind of looking forward to next year.
shooting toys again.
I love it.
I'm looking forward to the Clark Kent that is never coming out.
From who?
Uh,
I think-
the actual
it's-
Clark Kent, not yeah. I know
Yeah,
what
the
you're talking
Clark Kent action figure that I've been
Mhm.
waiting for a year for so far.
Oh, is that through like 5K Toys?
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
I mean, other
I've
people are
seen
selling it too, but yeah, that's the
Right.
one.
Yeah. I've seen him. Yeah.
Ben, what about you?
For me, I mean, it's got to be the thing I started this year off waiting for. It's the
Say it.
the Mezco Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah, those look awesome. I wish I
Seeing them,
could
yeah,
afford it.
seeing them at the cons this fall and stuff. It's like, I mean, they were already awesome, but
Oh.
seeing real up close shots of the actual figures, not just renders, man, they're gonna be tough to beat. So
They're not going to be. Nobody's ever going to beat them.
yeah,
That's going to be that. It's going to be. I mean,
unless
I'm
they
never
just
going to be able to
fall
afford
apart.
them.
you
Yeah.
have till April. Start saving now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
aftermarket is going to be like $10,000.
If you watch
Yeah.
like Big Bad and Entertainment Earth every now and then, they're like, "Hey, we got more up for." I guess people are canceling
Mhm.
pre-orders, so they'll go back up every now and then.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I'll keep
Get
an
on
eye
some
out.
wait lists.
You guys
we
keep
have.
an eye out for me. If you see them, let me know.
Yeah.
Jay,
Will
I'm putting that task on you.
Okay. Check Entertainment Earth. Like the other day it was open. I'm not kidding. So like a day ago, 2 days. Entertainment Earth.
Mhm.
Um,
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money.
But it's the price of a Mezco figure times 4.
I know.
4 Mezcos.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad price. I'm just saying
It's still a lot of money.
The thing that
You
actually
spend that
sold-
money, Sully.
No, Sully's not even buying a $15 GI Joe. I don't know if
You'll
he's
make
going
it
to
back.
be getting
You'll
these.
make it back. The thing that actually sold me was the convention photo, and
Mhm.
I honestly think this is what, because those pre-orders were open the whole freaking year. The second that the stuff from San Diego came out, I literally that morning I went up, boom, hit the pre-order, and I think later that morning it was gone. So I think this people did the same thing once they saw the prototypes or whatever the hell they were.
Yeah.
Everything was gone.
Yeah.
But I am expecting that shit to be Q4 next year. I'm not expecting it. But even
It's
though I think
April,
it's
solid
the 40th,
April right now. So
it's the 40-year anniversary. So that might be the golden goose.
wait,
ticket.
say that again.
It's the 40-year anniversary of TMNT in April.
Wow, I didn't even put that together.
And as that, I am really looking forward to my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
So it's actually supposed to be a big deal. I've invited people are flying out from Boston, from Salt Lake City, and we're throwing like a big party here. You guys are invited.
Oh,
If you want to come to Chicago,
That'd be awesome.
when is
I'm
it?
probably not going to make it.
Wait, yeah, what's the dates on that?
the 13th. So it
I
would be
literally am out of town on the 13th, and that is no joke.
Oh, what a good lie.
Isn't that great? But you know what? It's crazy. I'll be in Iowa, so maybe I can just hop on over.
Come on.
All right. See you then.
I'll see you the next day. Well, I'll meet you halfway.
That'd be awesome.
Just
Oh, that would be awesome.
be careful of your vital internal organs.
Don't worry. I'm not Simon. I'm not going to kill you.
Man, that was a freaking like I am dying, but I don't want to be the hey man, I'm not feeling
I
well.
don't feel great.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy, and
I might be dying,
you
but I'm
weren't.
still going to eat breakfast with you.
I literally pick him up, like I go outside, I'm like, man, we're hugging it out, right? And he's looking at me like something's wrong with me, and I'm just like, hey man, just want to let you know I'm really not feeling well. I didn't give you the spiel and kind of told him what was going on. We go eat breakfast, And I'm just kind of like uncomfortable, but we're talking, and I'm like, hey man, we'll hit a couple comic stores. Bro, I get up. I stand up on and this sharp pain just hits me. And I'm like, Simon, I'll be okay. Let's just walk to that bench. I'm sitting at that bench. I stand up again. It's like someone's just stabbing me. And I'm just like, hey, Simon, I'm going to have to take you back, man. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. But I take him, back, call my wife. She's like, go to the freaking hospital. I'll meet you there. That's got to be an appendix. The 15-minute drive after I hung up the phone was like the longest 15 minutes of my life. Like I'm imagining shit that I'm not supposed to imagine. I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to pass out driving. I should probably call my mom and dad and tell them, let me talk to them. I was literally thinking these things. Let me talk to them before something bad happens. And my parents are out of town. They're out of the country. My sister's out of the country. My sister's in Mexico. My parents are in Turkey for like vacation. And I'm just like, hey guys, how's it going? And I'm just like talking to my mom. I'm like, hey mom. And bro, they're like in a resort having like the time of their life. I'm like, guys, I'm not well. And my mom was freaking the fuck out. My mom was freaking the fuck out. I'm like, but I just want to let you know, I will be okay, but I'll be at this hot. And so someone was on the phone with me, either if it was my sister or my parents, and then my aunt called me on for those 15 minutes. Bro, I didn't even like think about this till after the fact. So I have this pain, like I'm honestly going to black out at any point. I parked the fucking car like a civilian. It's not. I didn't drive like up to the to the emergency. Bro, yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's go over there. And bro, and I turned right. I parked.
He backs it in.
And then I look at. Bro, I'm looking at where the door is. I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna make it to the door? Right. So I go in, slam the freaking door, bro. I'm like stumbling. I'm just holding my side. The guy who's like driving the ambulance like just stops, puts like his arm around me, gets me in there, blah, 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 blah. Appendix. Simon, he eventually reaches out. I'm like, bro, I've been, Simon did visit me in the hospital. Simon, I love you. He got me a little gift. And I'm like, see, I did not cancel the plans and I could have died. And the doctor's like, yeah, the shit was really fucking bad. Like it could have exploded. I was on antibiotics for like 3-4 days, sitting in the hospital. But you know what? That gave me a little toy photography break. I really fucking needed it.
So it was all worth it.
That's the story. Oh, and I did get a raise when I was in there, ironically.
A lot of weird stuff happened when you were in the hospital. Like I remember you got the raise, like all of a sudden things were like really going good for you.
Yeah.
Except for that you were almost dying.
Yeah.
It's usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was weird.
All the good things happen when you can't enjoy them.
It was weird. I really appreciated walking and just health in general after that.
I'm calling this quits. Okay. I love you. I love you, but hey, nobody needs to hear us talking anymore. Okay.
Everybody. Happy New Year.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you in the new year. Take care of yourselves. See you next time.